I certainly tried to keep bringing it back to Northerners and the experiences that I know that they've lived for far too long. And whether that's lack of access to equitable health care, whether that's a Northern travel grant that sometimes never shows up and often takes a very, very long time to show up, whether that's the lack of mental health and addictions resources, considering the opioid crisis rolling through the North. This election is about who can defeat Doug Ford and begin to implement, begin to fix the things that we all want to see fixed. So I think it's really dangerous for people to play that poker game. We don't want to be in a situation where we end up with a Ford government again. And so I ask voters, think very carefully about how you cast your ballot this time around.
I think elections are about the future, not about the past. I think people here in Northern Ontario and elsewhere want to know which leader, which team, which plan is actually going to make life better for them in 6 months, in 12 months. They're not going to want to relitigate decisions from 10 years ago or 15 years ago, times from before I even became an MPP. I think they want to know who's going to fix seniors' care, who's going to make sure that we have enough doctors and nurses in Northern Ontario, who's got a real plan, a funded plan to confront the climate crisis. And I will just say, though I can tell you for sure Doug Ford does not have the capacity to lead this province, and he's made that evident because he delivered a budget that has no plan. The NDP, lots of commitments, no numbers. No numbers, no costing, no details. We now have a provincial budget. We have an FAO report, Financial Accountability Officer's report. We have an Auditor General's report on the state of the province's finances. And 15 days after Andrea Horwath and the Ontario NDP released their platform, none of you here today know exactly what it's going to cost or how they're going to pay for it. After 4 years of cuts and chaos from Doug Ford, Ontario, Northern Ontario, can't afford more risk. Our plan is costed, balanced, forward-looking, and fair, and we will deliver on it.
I just wanted to quickly say that acknowledge this is a pretty historic moment. The first time we've had 4 party leaders on the debate stage, and I just want to take a moment to acknowledge that history was made today. The Ontario Greens have the most ambitious climate plan. I would really encourage the other 3 parties to meet this moment. It is now or never to address the climate crisis. We can do it in a way that addresses the cost of living crisis we're facing and can build a prosperous economy in Ontario, but you have to have the ambition to do it. The other parties have failed to deliver on that ambition. I'm ready and willing to collaborate with any party in this legislature to deliver the plan that Ontarians need to address the crisis and make sure we're the global leader in the new climate economy.